Hello, this is Deaf to False Music, bringing you honest music reviews from the hills of eastern Kentucky. And finishing up the Black Crowes discography here, we are now at 2001 with the Black Crowes Lions. Look at that trippiness! Look at that! So, this is, where do I even begin with this album? This is, really not my favorite album from the Black Crowes. This is, as I said, the Crowes were on a losing streak at this point, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to admit this, it would only go downhill from here. Sorry, Warpaint. But that's a whole nother story. Lions is, what can I say, it's probably the weirdest mix of songs to ever be called an album. It does not feel like an album to me. It does not at all. It's. I mean, yes, with every Crow song, there's always going to be some good songs, but this really, at this point, I would say this is the worst Crows album. I'm not, it's not. Let me rephrase that. It's not the worst Crows album. It's just this continued period of the band running out of steam. It has the feel of a breakup, is what I'm saying. This album just sounds like the band is going to fall apart in any second. Even like mid-song, it just sounds, sounds like help. We're desperate. So, being that in mind, the mood of this album is just kind of downer. But it still has that classic Crowes feel. Once again, the production of the album is a little something to be desired. It's still bombastic, huge sound. And here, I'll crank this up for you. This is one of my favorite Crowes songs, though, Midnight from the Inside Out, which is a song they never play live anymore. And this is absolutely my favorite song on the album. Unfortunately, it's the first song on the album, so, things kind of go downhill at this point. But yeah, as I was saying, this album really does not have a flow. It really does not sound like an album. It just sounds like a collection of 13 songs slapped together. None of the songs really kind of flow easily. Every song goes immediately out. Every song kind of flows into the next, but it doesn't really feel like a natural, organic flow. It just feels like, oh, here's the next song that we wrote at the time. So, I mean, I don't really think Miracle to Me should come right after Soul Singing. I don't think so. I think Soul Singing is a powerful rock song, and they should continue it with a powerful rock song. I think Miracle to Me just kind of kills things. It's a good song, but I don't think it really should follow Soul Singing. And then from Miracle to Me, you have Young Man, Old Man, which is kind of a George Clinton-esque funk song, which shouldn't really follow a ballad too well. But this has, simply put, some of the worst material they've ever made, too. Some songs on here just sound boring. Come On is just, let's get this party started, y'all! It's just, I've heard better. No Use Lying is kind of like that, and so is Losing My Mind, really. There's 3 songs I usually skip. Things don't really get interesting for me at that point until Ozone Mama, which is just a good, funky song, which, at that point, they weren't doing a whole lot of funk. This album does have more funk elements of it, but it also has them trying to attempt some sort of weird Zeppelin thing. And then you have the weirdest song in the Crowes canon, Lickin'. This song is so hated. I don't understand it. The song is really just a catchy, funky rock song. It's just like, I like this one, Your eyes, they look like 2 bullet holes. It's a fun song, and, a lot of Crowes fans think that the band should be serious at all fucking times. And, come on, let them have some fun. So, Lickin's cool. I always liked Lickin'. I liked it when it came out, and I still do. I still think it's a great song. Yeah, there are some great songs on this album. It's just that you have to dig for them. You know, there's 3 bad songs in a row that kind of destroy the flow of the album. And there's also some weird experimental things on this album too. Crowes didn't really lose their penchant for experimentation. Cosmic Friend has like the sound of a fly, and a lot of time signature changes, and then there's a song of string orchestration. You know, the song is really big sounding, but it just sounds limp. The production is just too big sounding for them, and it just has this feel of, we're done. This is all you're gonna get from us. And if this was an album by any other band, then it would have been fantastic. But this is the Crowes. This is Thorn in My Pride, Remedy, Why Is Your Time. You know, the band has done so many fantastic songs that this just kind of falls flat. So unfortunately, I can't really give this a really high review. Originality? No originality to this album. At this point, it was just, the Crowes just making another album, and I don't really think the Crowes should just be making albums for the sake of making albums. I think they should be constantly pushing things forward, and this album just does not sound like they're pushing things forward at all. It's just a decent rock album, and it's, for the Crowes, that's not good. It's not good to just make a decent album. Flow, there is no flow to this fucking album. It's just, there's no flow. It's just schizophrenic, and songs just kind of go into the next one, and it really does not feel natural at all. There's something about it that just annoys me. So I'm gonna have to give this album a 6 out of 10. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love you guys. I really think you're one of the best bands in the world, but let's be honest, 2001 was just not a good time for you guys. Anyway, this is Deaf to False Music with my Lions review, and I hope you all have a good day. Peace.